Hello, everyone. It's Fran with Fabric Café.
And Donna Robertson.
Thank you so much for joining us, and happy 4th of July. We're so excited for the long weekend and all the festivities.
Absolutely. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've been thinking food all day.
And we're looking forward to it because we get to go to her house for 4th of July and eat all that food.
And you don't have to think about food today.
That's right. I don't have to think anything. All right, we have so many people here. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
We have Gloria and Jessica and Elaine and Lenora and Debbie. Thank you so much for joining us. We have Annette. Thank you, Annette. Happy 4th of July.
Oh, and Susan from Napa.
Yay. And Michelle from Crafts and More. Michelle's Crafts and More. Hello, Michelle. Thank you for joining us. Oh, we have someone from Denmark. Diner waitress.
Hello.
Wow. What time is it in Denmark right now?
Yeah. And Patricia, my first visit from the Finger Lakes. Wow.
Oh.
I bet that's nice.
Wow, yeah.
Oh, yes, you can come over, Elaine.
Of course. Hello, Susie from Fort Worth, and Vicki from Idaho, and Yolisha, I think I have that right, from Washington State. Happy 4th of July. Thank you so much.
And Judy Rowe from Davenport. Hi, Judy.
Hello, Judy. Lena from Alaska.
Oh, boy, you're getting lots of daylight up there right now, aren't you?
Oh, it's 11 p.m. in Denmark.
Oh, my goodness. Well, thanks for staying up late to talk to us.
Really? Wow.
Hi, Anita from Maine.
That is just so amazing. So many people. Thank you so much. Are you guys getting all of your 4th of July celebratory things put together? Like I know Mom is getting all of her food put together. And
oh, and there, look, Shirley Wells.
oh, and thank you, Shirley, for being a member. We appreciate it so, so much.
Yeah, tell us what you're doing for the 4th.
Yeah. Oh, and we have Debbie from the UK.
Well, I guess Denmark and UK may not be doing anything for the 4th.
Oh, Mimi. Hello, Mimi from Maui, Hawaii. Thank you for joining us. And yes, Mimi, thank you for being a member as well. We always appreciate you. And, you know, I'm going to say something. Mimi, you have sent in so many fabulous quilts. You are such a quilt star. We see your comments on Facebook. We just appreciate you being part of our family so much.
We really do appreciate all of you that submit your pictures, and we get to see your wonderful, wonderful quilts. You really have no idea how much you inspire us.
Oh, you do. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh, Cassie, I'm sorry to hear you have COVID.
Oh, but at least you get to watch a fun show, right?
I hope you're feeling better really soon.
Yeah, and I agree with Patricia. Wow, people all over the world. It's amazing.
Who would have ever dreamed when you made that very first 3-yard quilt that we would be talking to people all over the world?
That's wonderful. And Joe, hello. Thank you for being a member from Virginia. We appreciate it so much.
And Natalie's representative from Utah.
We love that. We need someone from every state, every country.
Absolutely. No fireworks in Alaska. We save our fireworks for New Year's. Well, you won't have a lot of darkness, I guess.
Oh, interesting. And Carrie Ann, thank you for being a member. We appreciate it. From Australia.
Oh, we missed Shirley from Puerto Rico. Hello, Shirley.
And Olivia, this is your first time for joining a chat. Thank you. And Love from, I can't say it, Malahide, Ireland.
Ireland, wow.
Wow.
Now, if it's your very first time, remember, we're going to let you ask us some questions. So if you've got any questions, be thinking about them.
Yes. Made by Misty, hello. She's going to be sewing, eating, fireworks, eating, and sewing. I love that.
Got a busy day ahead of you. And Jennifer from Florida, hello. And 19 hours of daylight, so no fireworks. I kind of figured that might be the case, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hello, Debbie. Thank you for joining us. And Teresa from Washington State. Hi.
And Debbie says she appreciates all of us too. So we love what we do, and we love all of you.
Yes, we really, really do. And hello, Mary from Blue Ridge, Georgia. And New York. Ooh, Peggy from Long Island.
And Becky from Arkansas.
Hey.
Hi, Becky. Did you know that Fran and I both were born in Arkansas?
We were.
Yeah, we were good Arkansan girls before we transplanted to Texas many, and maybe longer than that ago.
And Becky is saying that she is working on her 4th quilt, which is the town square pattern. That's awesome. That's a
Yes.
great pattern.
And Made by Misty said she loves 3-day weekends. They should be called 3-day sew-ins.
Yeah. And want to say hello to Sharon, a member. Thank you so much for joining us from dark and stormy New Jersey.
Oh, is it storming up there? Oh, wow. I've been to New Jersey many times.
And we have Lucille from Pennsylvania. And is it Larry?
Laurie, I would say Laurie.
From Florida.
We don't know how to say your name, but we're glad you're here.
So glad, so glad.
And Cassie, thank you for loving our books. We really love you too.
Yes.
And let's see, from Laurie, tell us if we're saying it right, Laurie. She's from Leesburg, Florida.
Oh, wonderful. And Natalie's a hairdresser, and she finally gets a day off so she
Yay.
can join us and sew. I love that. I love days off for that.
Absolutely. Oh, Peggy said she's making her 3rd Art Deco.
Oh.
Wow, I like that pattern.
I do too. And when Hannah did it on her What
look.
Quilting Taught Me, I loved it.
It's Larry.
Larry.
Not Laurie. Okay. I think we're
Okay.
saying it right now.
Okay, thank you for getting us straightened out on that. We appreciate it so much.
And Ellen says from hot and steamy Rhode Island. Well, we do understand hot and steamy.
Yeah, I bet Marty understands hot and steamy from Phoenix too.
Well, maybe
hot.
not. Yeah, I was going to say not necessarily steamy in Phoenix. But.
Hello, Marty. Thank you for joining us. And we have Hannah from Ohio.
And Sylvia from upstate New York. Now,
love
maybe
it.
it's a little bit cooler up there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, the weather's been really crazy lately, I think.
Yeah, well, we always say that. I mean, I'm
Well.
not going to tell you how old I am, but I've heard it all my life.
That's true. That's true. So, Nancy, thank you for joining us from Illinois, and thank you for watching the videos. We really appreciate it.
And is Marja?
Marja?
Yeah, thank you for being a member as well.
Yes, from Vancouver, Washington. Thank you. Well, we have lots of things
We
to
did.
share with you. And the first thing is we have really been enjoying putting the patriotic 3-yard quilts in the red, white, and blue. I think it's one of my favorite color combinations. Right next to red, white, and green, which is Christmas.
Yeah, I would have to say that too.
So it's kind of fun. So we have some new ones that we've put up, so be sure and check these out. The first one, we are calling this one Picnic Petals. And I love this because it's like a double focus patriotic with a really sweet flower on it. I think it feels so very homey, and I love that it has a really nice cream for our number 2 that has a texture on it that has like a little starburst and a little X in there, and I think it's
And what
really,
did you
really
say it
fun.
was called?
It is called a Picnic Petals.
I was going to say, it looks like a picnic table.
Doesn't it? It really, really does.
That's great.
So it's very cool. And I can see this in so many different things, but we've put it in the waves pattern from our patriotic book. What a great pattern for a double focus.
I love that pattern. I just thought it had great movement in it.
It does have great movement, and I like the way you alternated your 2 fabrics so they really stand out. And the number 2 separates it perfectly.
Yeah, I really like that.
It really
too.
does.
And it looks so cute in that
much
fabric.
fun. It really, really does.
Absolutely. Well, let me show you one I
Okay,
have.
okay.
Because this one is really cool as well. It also has a floral, and we've started doing this so much where we have the floral in the red, white, and blue. It's just so cute. And this one is, which one is this one called, Fran? Red, white, and blooms. There you go.
Yeah.
That is so nice. And I love it because this is not polka dot fabric, it's just little bitty stars.
Oh.
So you have the multicolor blues and reds on the cream background, and then the little red and white stars on that
Yeah,
one.
that's so
I think
cute.
that is just precious.
Now, we put this particular kit in the Liberty pattern from the patriotic book.
I have never met a fabric that didn't look fantastic in that pattern. I tell you, it is gorgeous.
And you know what's so cool about this is the number 3 are those points of the star.
Yes.
And it really pops against the background, but the focus fabric, it's kind of interesting. It doesn't take a back seat, but it almost kind of does because the stars have so much energy to them.
Well, what it does is that focus fabric looks like it's just exploding with delight. That's what it is.
And it's on the border, and I love it on the border.
Yeah. Well, I really like it in that pattern. This
so
is
much
beautiful
fun.
fabric.
It is so, so pretty. Okay, we have one more we want to share with you, and that is this one, another really bright, happy, sunny floral. And
I just saw a real sad story. Sharon has no electricity, so she's in a no-sew day.
oh no!
Sorry to hear that,
Sharon.
Sharon. Yeah, I'm a day without electricity and it's no sewing, that's right.
We're going to send you some love, and thank you for being a member. We really appreciate it. And hopefully tomorrow. Maybe it'll come on tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah, there we
it
go.
still could. Okay, tell us about that one.
Okay, this kit is called Fields of Glory, and it has yet another floral for the focus, but this one is on white, so it looks really crisp, I think. It really,
I think so too.
really fresh. I really like the color combination. Once again, a warm white and a nice number 3. I love this number 3. It's red background, but it has blue and white little stylized flowers, I guess. I don't know exactly how to call
Yeah,
it.
it's a flower, but it's alternating colored petals.
It's really sweet with this. I really, really like it. Now we have put it with United pattern so that our focus is really showcased in this, because this has a really nice big block. And of course our red borders it perfectly. And I love the way that this number 3 with that little design and it picks up all of the colors in the focus. It's
Now,
good.
really cool, the patterns that we're showing you are all in the book Make It Patriotic. So all 3 of those patterns that we've shown you are in this book.
We love this book.
Yeah, Fran and I have voted this the best cover ever.
We had so much fun with that bicycle.
We did. And shooting the quilts and everything, it was just so much fun. But it's a great book with 8 super patterns in them.
Yes, absolutely. All right. So I want to say hello to a few more people. Susan, hello from Queensland, Australia.
Oh, wow. Hi, Susan.
Oh, my goodness.
Now, it's very, very early in the morning in Australia, I believe.
Is it?
Yeah,
It
it's
may
probably
be.
about 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning, I would think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Debbie says a day without electricity. We need batteries for our machines. Then we could sew when we want to and where we want to without cables everywhere.
You could also get a
She's
small
right.
portable generator.
Yeah, Cassie, thank you. We think the patriotic book is fabulous. We love it.
Yes. And Ellen said she just picked up the Old Glory pattern to make for her son-in-law, who is a history buff. Cool.
That's awesome. Oh, it's 7:10 a.m. in Australia.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty early in the morning.
Wow. All right, I want to mention something. So the Old Glory pattern is our quilt of the month.
Oh, yes.
So I really think it's perfect timing, and we just had that video where we put it in all different fabrics. And guys, didn't you think that was cool? How it was like, you could put so many different things in it and it still looks remarkable.
I thought the fall quilt was just gorgeous.
It is so gorgeous.
Yeah.
And we always offer you 10% off of the downloadable pattern when it's the quilt of the month, which is great. But did you know that right now we are having a 20% off sale on all downloadables? So if you haven't gotten your quilt of the month yet, you can actually get 20% off the downloadable right now, which would be awesome. And
It's a great time to stock up.
it is. Also, thank you for joining us from all of these places, Australia and where else did we have? Ireland, and I mean, it was just
the UK.
in the UK. Guys, we're having that 20% off downloadable sale right now where you can instantly get any of our books and patterns and stock up.
Yes, and Peggy is prepared. She has a 700-watt solar generator for her sewing machine.
Love it. Oh my God.
And gives her 6 hours. Wow. Yeah, smart lady, Peggy.
Yeah. Made by Misty says most people in Florida have generators during hurricane season for the fridge. For the fridge. Mine is for sewing. I think that's what I would do too. Surely there's snacks or things we can eat that don't need refrigeration, right?
Right. Yeah.
But being in Florida, I understand that.
That's great. So now we all know a portable generator that has at least 6 hours of sewing time. Yeah, that's great.
All right, Patricia is asking how she can order the pattern of the month. Well, Patricia, all you have to do is go to fabriccafe.com on the web, go to our Books and Patterns tab, and then pull down. You'll see a selection there under our Books and Patterns that says downloadable patterns or pattern downloadables. I forget which way it goes. But it's there, and then there is a coupon code that you can use for that. So, and I believe that is shown on our banner on our website for our.
And if you don't already get our newsletter, we have a weekly newsletter that goes out. Whenever we have a pattern of the month, we always post it in there so that you know what pattern we have chosen for the month. And then if you're kind of new to our channel, we also have quilt stars. These are incredible quilts that are made by you, and we show our quilts of the month all along. So it's so much fun, and you get to see how other people are making the quilts of the month too.
Yeah, it's very inspiring. You guys are amazing.
Yeah.
You really do inspire us. Now, Brenda mentioned that she got the Old Glory pattern and the Go Bold book with the 20% off coupon.
Whoa.
That's awesome. All right. Let me get you guys that coupon code for the 20% off all downloadables.
Yeah.
That code is Digital Deal 20. So go check out our website. If you've been waiting to get one of our patterns or books, this is the way to do it. Great deal on that. So awesome. So who else do we have? We have Elisa from Canada.
Well, hello, Lisa.
We just had our Canada Day. Well, happy Canada Day. And thank you for the 4th of July good wishes.
Did I see 2 Canadians? There's Serena and then Lisa. Lisa.
Lisa.
Yeah, there was somebody else from Canada as well.
Oh, that's what we really
Yeah.
appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you
Absolutely.
so much. All right, what else do we have? We have another little something new that we've put up that we want to share with you too. We have new Stash Builder bundles, and we have 2 different ones. Now this one, and these are more like texturals, or they read as a solid. So we have this one that has 6 different 1-yard cuts in it. And you can see we have a beautiful purple, blue, a nice beige, red, yellow, and another lighter beige in here. Now this bundle is this bundle. It's not a mystery bundle, so it's not going to get mixed up. These are the fabrics that you're going to receive. Now this is a great deal on our website right now. And we also have some great images that we want to share with you on what you can do with these. This is just for inspiration. Because lately, I've been seeing so many quilts made with solids.
Yeah.
It's just incredible. But the other thing is, it's really cool when you have solid bundles like this. You can mix and match these with your other stash. You can sew them together. I'm the world's best at Frankensteining a quilt back. And that's one of the things I would do with this. Or I would use it I would use this as a number 2 and something else. Or I would use this great purple as a number 3, or,
Well, you could also make borders, and remember
my
we have that
goodness,
free,
yes.
how to make a border.
Yeah.
We have that under our free
so
goodies
many
tab.
things. But like I said, the solid quilt trend is just so popular, all the modern quilts, and these look fantastic. I know that I did, from our Curves book, the double Dutch pattern with these fabrics. And now we have them as a bundle for a great deal. And it's like, I could have waited. And it turned out fabulous. And I was just so happy with it.
Well, that's just one of the bundles that we're going to have in these solids, because we also have the darker bundles Now these they have 5 in them, is that right?
This one has 5.
Yes.
Yep.
This one has 5 in it, and it has this great kind of a denim blue, and then this kind of charcoal color, and this, I love that.
It's very pretty.
That's so pretty. It's sort of a
red.
cranberry color. And then a nice gray, and then it also has this kind of a forest green. And this would make such a beautiful fall quilt, or get the book on it has the placemats. It would make great
make it home.
placemats.
Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah, it would be such good placemats for especially for the fall, or if you have that real warm, cozy kind of decor in your house, it would be great. But it makes wonderful quilts. And as we always say, any 3 yards will work with any one of our patterns.
And you know how I know how it works for me. So often I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Well, I need black. I need a beige. I need a, and having those solids in my stash really helps. Now, give me a minute. I'm gonna ask a technical question to Justin because he's back here. I can't see the quilt, so I'm hoping that you saw the examples that we had built for you of the quilts in the solids, because there were some great ones.
Or is it on?
It's not on the screen.
It's blank.
Oh.
We usually get to watch along with you whenever we're talking about something, but it's not showing up on our screen, so we didn't know if you were seeing the quilts or not.
We just want to make sure that you saw some fun inspiration.
Tell us if you saw anything.
Yeah.
Yes, Mary C. asked, are these
1 yard
cuts? And the answer is yes, they are 1 yard
Yes.
cuts.
Okay. Things to look for in a pattern is a pattern that has some interesting piecing, so that the design really pops with the solids, but yet the piecing really gives you a lot of fun movement and everything.
Yeah, that's a really good point, because a lot of times you don't want to cut up a floral or something like that for the smaller pieces.
You put that in a big block.
Right. And so this is the perfect way you get your interest with the piecing of the quilt. And so there's lots of really cool pictures in there. And I think I saw one of them with one of our patriotic patterns. Was it?
We've put freedom, I
There
think,
it
with
is,
this
yeah.
one.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Freedom
So pretty.
would look really good with this blue and this kind of a cranberry color,
And that
then
gray.
that gray. That would be great for the patriotic. Absolutely.
Yep. Very,
Okay,
very
good.
nice. So you guys let us know, do you like quilts made with solid colors, or how do you use your solid fabrics? Do you blend them with others, or what do you
Do
do?
you put an extra border on?
Yeah.
Or do you
Use it for binding?
Yeah,
There's so many things you can do.
yeah.
So
And we need the chat to come up bigger so we can see what y'all are saying.
we know you're still there, and we
know
appreciate
you're
it, but we
still there,
can't
but
see.
There you are. Okay. So Judy said, "Happy birthday, USA."
Oh, thank you.
My first time live with you. Well, thank you. We appreciate that. And I'm so glad that you enjoy our patterns. We love what we're doing, and it warms my heart to know that so many people are enjoying the patterns that we design. It's wonderful.
Yep, yep. Is there anything new you want to see? Let us
Yeah.
know. Now, I should say this. Our books, and I think we've talked about this before, when we're developing we have a new project we're working on, a new book or series of patterns, it actually takes us about a year from conception to having it printed. So often you guys give us the ideas, and then we work on it, and then we finally get to bring it out. And we're very excited about our upcoming lineup. There's some really good stuff on the horizon.
And a lot of the ideas we got have been from you, things that you've said, why don't you do? And then you give us an idea. So we really like that.
Yeah. So yeah, it looks like a lot of you like to use solids as backgrounds, as borders. She likes a grunge or a
Anne
dainty
said that
daisy.
she likes to use it for the checkerboard on the checkmate pattern.
Oh, see, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that would be great with this charcoal and this white. That would give you a great black and white kind of a look to a checkerboard on checkmate.
So these are really a great deal on our website, and it does kind of help fill in some of the holes. So I think it's really wonderful. Elaine asked, what does grunge mean? Grunge is actually a collection of fabric from Moda. It's one of their basics, but it has this rough
It kind of looks
feel.
like scraped painting
Or
is what I think.
concrete, or
Yeah, where you put down paint and then you kind of scrape it and it's got two colors showing through. It's kind of, like she said, kind of a rough one. This is more like a linen weave.
It does look a
Yeah.
little bit, that's true. It looks a little bit like a linen.
It's not a solid color. It actually has some depth in it, and we talk about that a lot on the videos, and how your eye will see that depth in there and give the fabric more interest. And that's what all of these have. They have kind of that look of like a linen that has different shades in it.
Yes. Okay, so Becky's asking, where do we find the special bundles? I believe they're under the fabric tab on the website. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm getting confirmation because I don't have the website right in front of me. But so just go to the fabriccafe.com website and they'll be under the fabric tab. And Marty says, I just gave my granddaughter a quilt yesterday. It meant so much to me to use your pattern for it. Oh, thank you, Marty.
Thank you, Marty.
That is awesome.
Yeah, Ellen chimed in and said, yes, it looks like distressed fabric. Yeah.
Jamie would like to see more decorative pieces, table toppers, pillows, etc. So Jamie, do you have the Make It Home book? It has some great instructions in there for those types of things. But if you want to see more, that's a great idea.
Yep. And Michael?
Michelle?
Michael. I think it's Michael.
I'm new to quilting. I totally love your books.
Well, we're glad that you enjoy our books, and they are easy patterns to read. We're glad. And you know, if you ever have any questions about what the heck we're talking about, well, just ask. After you've made a few of our patterns, you'll find out that we have a style of writing, and we actually proof it to make sure we have somebody to look at it to make sure we're saying things the same kind of way.
Yeah. What Lisa says she'd like to see a 3-yard book of museum quilts. Honestly, Lisa, I'm not sure what you mean by museum quilts. Could you give us a little bit more information? Because I would like to know. Because, you know, you never know. I have to look that one up.
How much bigger is a 5-yard quilt? Madeline wants to know. I think a lot of them are like 50.
They're like 55 by 75, give or take, because, you know, every pattern is slightly different.
Right.
Yeah.
So they are bigger. You know, whenever we tell you you can take a 3-yard quilt and you can make it into a lap or a twin, when you make the twin, you use 6 yards. And so they do tend to turn out a little bit larger than a 5-yard because we have more fabric to work with.
Yeah.
But it's still a really good size. It's probably like an oversized lap quilt, where a 6-yard is more like a twin.
Yeah.
Would you?
Yeah, I would probably say that. But they're still really good size. In fact, when we hold them up, we're like, man, this thing's huge.
Right, because we're so used to the 3 yards, which are truly a lap quilt.
So, Jamie, you do have the Make It Home book. Thank you, and love it. That's awesome.
Well, stay tuned.
Oh, and Anita said that you can use solid fabrics for your quilt labels. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that is a good
That's
idea.
a fabulous idea.
Okay, let's see. Janet said, I did the mystery scrap bag challenge, and my quilt was chosen for the Quilt Star in an email. Yay!
That's awesome.
I tell you, it's fun to get those scrap bags.
It is so much fun. We love scrappy quilts.
Yes, we do. Do you like scrappy quilts?
I love scrappy.
Have you ever done a round design?
Like curves?
No, I think she means a round, like
round
a tablecloth
quilt?
round or...
No, we haven't. Oh, that's a challenge, Shirley. I would have to think about that.
Oh, Tucson, our second day of monsoon rains.
my
I don't
gosh.
think about it. Ruth's been with us a long time as a member. Thank you, Ruth.
Yes, thank
But,
you so much.
Oh my gosh, I just don't think of it raining in
Not there.
Tucson. Yeah.
So
Not in the summer.
Yeah, Dora says our patterns are easy. After making lots of 3-yard quilts, I barely have to read the pattern except for the cutting. That's awesome. That says a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. And I find it easy, kind of fun too, because when we plan out the quilts and we're designing and we're working on a new book now, and you do the artwork and you do the math and you draw the art and all of that. And then we just sit down and start writing, and we know how to say the pattern. And so it's just written right out.
Yeah.
All we have to do is know how many strips we're cutting.
Now, Elaine asked if there's a specific book for fat quarters. Actually, Elaine, we have 2 books for fat quarters. The first one is Fat Quarter Quilting Fun, and the second one is Fat Quarter Treats. And both of those are available on the website.
Yes.
And it's 20% for the downloadable right now.
And Madeline's going over there to get the double focus book.
Oh, yeah.
I like
oh,
that
look,
book.
see, this would be great for double focus.
Oh, and Cassie says she loves scrappy quilts. You know, I really do too. Now, Shelda said she was not a scrappy person, and that's just fine. Everybody's different, but I don't know. The more you give us ideas, and then we start working with them, and Fran and I always say this, you give us an idea, and then we start working on it, and we're going,
I don't know how to do this. And then before you know it, we're doing it. And I'm like, wow.
we're not only doing it, we're falling in love with it. Yeah. So Marty said they got some rain up in Gilbert too.
Oh my goodness. All right, Michael, did we decide it was Michael? How easy would it be to adapt one of your patterns to be a curtain?
Well, I mean, you would just have to have your measurement, and depending on what size you need, and you just make enough blocks to do that.
That's true.
And then you wouldn't, if you didn't want to if you wanted to just line it with a light fabric, unless you're trying to make a blackout, voila, you've got a curtain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jamie says, I have to admit that scrappy scares me. I can't wrap my head around how to make that style, but I think it's so pretty. Jamie, I agree with you, and it does take some special little tweaks and tips to make that work, but it can be done. But I love the look too. But yeah, it can be intimidating. I know that scrappy challenge that Hannah and I did, I was all excited, and then I got into it and I was like, oh, what have I got myself into?
But you know what's really cool when Fran does things like that? It really does help her she immediately starts making up the methodology. Yeah, so that's good. Can you do a video when things kind of mess up, like a block isn't the right exact size or something that isn't connecting well, and how we can fix those types of common problems? That is a good idea. And I know we've had a few of those kinds of things, you know, like especially on Hannah's little segments that she's been doing. And she'll tell you what quilting taught me. She'll tell you, I goofed up here, but this is how I fixed it. So we'll have to give that some more thought and see what we can come up with.
Yeah, that's actually a good idea, because you know that does happen. And I'll admit, I will test blocks from new books whenever I'm saying, will this work? Like, am I telling them to do something that won't really work? And so I have a little pile of blocks in my sewing space. And I've been looking at them going, what am I going to do with these blocks? Well, I thought I was going to make pillows out of them, because some of them are really pretty fabrics. It was just scrap fabrics. And then I started thinking, well, I'm going to start incorporating them into the backs of my quilts. And so I think that's a good question. I love that, because some of the blocks that I did didn't come out the size they needed to be. And so what am I going to do with it now? You know?
Right.
I think that's an excellent
Becky agrees. She says a troubleshooting fixing
Yeah.
video. I like that.
Hi, Stephanie from Colorado.
Kathy says Fran is a fixer. She is. She's quite clever. She is quite clever.
Thank you.
Let's see. Debbie says, home from an Oregon wedding and did a vacation shop in a small quilt shop along my route. Oh, that's fun.
Oh, that is
My
fun.
husband started it.
Can you make a bag out of one of your quilts? I bet you could, and that would be another problem I would have to solve, but I bet I could do it. That's a good idea.
How many of you are bag makers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, how many
That's
of
a
you?
good question.
Thank you, Robin. It's great to hear from you, and we're all excited about the 4th of July because we love 3-day weekends. Let's see, Debbie says, if you're making curtains, you need a blackout lining so you don't see the seams when the sun shines through. That's true.
Very good tip.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Cassie, how do you keep coming up with new patterns? It's amazing.
We think so too.
It's a disease. I think. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. Us creative people. Oh, I'm a bag maker. I love that. Okay. When designing, if you have certain parameters set,
like we do.
we identify the problem and then we try to solve the problem with the design. And so when we do that, it actually gives us a different way of thinking every time we design. So then we start going, well, we need to do it this way. Okay, we need to do it that way. And okay, let's include this and then let's include that. Okay, we can't have any of that. And it kind of gets us going, I think. So anytime you guys say, can you make a bag out of one of your quilt patterns? We're going, no, wait a minute. That could probably be done. Let me think about that. Like, you know, you'd have to do this. And I mean, I don't know the answer to that right now, but that's kind of how we do it.
I think one of my favorite things that happened in the little switcheroo, and, you know, where you have this little aha moment. I believe it was when we were doing the one-block quilts, and you know, we have accidentally, I mean, we weren't setting out to do a one-block quilt, but we've designed quilts that had one block, and then people love one block, so we were going to do a book on one blocks. And I remember Fran and I don't sit and design together, but I remember both of us were saying, wow, this feels harder than what I thought it would be. But what we did was we just kept working at it, and we were able to design a great book with one blocks. And then the very next book we did, I kept designing one blocks. I mean, it was like my brain was already set. So for some reason, Fran said it was, did you say a sickness? But for some reason, the way our brain works is once we solve an issue, if you've asked for something and we start trying to do it, it blooms. It's like one creative idea just goes to the next.
It does. So Susan asked, what quilt pattern is behind you? That's Liberty. I don't know what's behind it. That is Liberty, and it's from our Make It Patriotic book. And we had that picture of the book of that quilt made up in this earlier.
Earlier we had this fabric made up in that. So it does really make it look different.
Yeah.
Steffi says, I'm loving your one block book. I'm making the evening stroll right now.
That's
I like that
awesome.
one.
Carla says, can you tell your story on how you all got started? Your mother and daughter is Hannah's Fran's daughter. Hannah is not my daughter. We are mother and daughter. But Hannah is, I don't know if I can say that. I think I have to ask Hannah permission to do that. Hannah, can I tell them? Okay. Hannah is seeing my son, so even though she's not my daughter, I kind of consider her my daughter-in-law.
Consider you my mother-in-law.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm the grandmother-in-law. But how we got started was Fran was introduced to sewing when she was in her little baby carrier, and I'd take it into my sewing room, and she would sit in the baby carrier, and I sewed because I was an avid sewer. I love to sew, and I've done everything under the sun. And then to keep my children busy during the summer, I would teach them a different craft, so they would make different things. Sometimes they sewed, sometimes they glued, sometimes they needle pointed.
Everything. Yeah.
And then Fran has a story about getting her first sewing machine instead of a refrigerator.
Okay. I was supposed to buy a refrigerator. I bought a sewing machine. And so, I'm sorry I forgot your name, but you know, your electricity went out and you used your generator for your sewing machine. I get that. I really get that.
Yeah, Fran was saving up for a refrigerator and ended up getting a sewing machine instead, and it changed her life. She really, she really did take that all the way. And when we decided to start the company, we just started a company, and we had lots of ideas, and one thing led to another, and 25 years of Fabric Cafe.
Yeah, that's so
Almost
cool.
26.
All right, a couple of more real quick things I want to address here. Thank you that you love how we're showing the 3-yard quilts in different ways with panels, pre-cut scraps and everything. We're really having fun with that too, so thank you for mentioning that. Are we going to do a Christmas in July? Oh my gosh, yes. We love Christmas, so we're going to do it in July and August and September and October and November and December.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's so fun.
We love you guys so much. We wish you a very, very happy 4th of July, a very safe 4th of July. Just want to, I can't extend enough gratitude to you for being here, for making our patterns, for being our cheerleaders, for inspiring us.
And being our friends. I love it. I love it. And I know we've made a lot of friends over the years with you, so thank you very much. You're just part of our lives.
You definitely are. So we will make sure that if there's any questions left that we can go back and answer them, but we're going to have to go, and we just want to keep saying we love you to pieces. Thank
Absolutely.
you so much. Have a safe 4th of July.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.